Is grappling with this scandal involving Governor Ralph Northam over the 1984 yearbook photo of someone in the photo. He says now it wasn't him. He first said it was him wearing blackface. Voters are evenly split, as the judge just said, about whether or not he should resign, according to a new poll. And Northam says he will stay put.
Virginia also needs someone who is strong, who has empathy, who has courage, and who has a moral compass. And that's why I'm not going anywhere.
My next guest recently sat down with Governor Northam and says that it is time to forgive and move on. John Boyd is the founder and president of the National Black Farmers Association, and he joins me now. Mr. Boyd, thank you very much for being here today. We played. Thank you, sir. We played the comment on the way in his interview with Gayle King, where he referred to slavery as indentured servitude. What would you say to him tonight about that?
Well, they were called indentured servants when we first got to Virginia. And we're celebrating 400 years since the birth of slavery here in Virginia. So when we first got there, some people refer to us as indentured servants, but the correct term is slavery.
But that was
for African Americans, it was a bad chapter for us.
And it was indentured servitude, is more commonly seen as a sort of a contract you can work your way out of eventually, and you work for no money while you're living on the land, and then eventually you have the opportunity to be free under that agreement, correct? Which is different than being taken from your country and brought here against your will and forced into work for no money, which is known as slavery. Right.
And, both are wrong. And I think that the governor sometimes doesn't use the right choice of words on certain situations. So, but I had a very good meeting with the governor here in Virginia, and the meeting came place after I first met with him about the government shutdown, and he reached out to see how he could help African American farmers in Virginia during the government shutdown. And after the issue of blackface came about, his administration reached out to me and asked me to come in to talk to them about it. And we had a very candid meeting about blackface. I prayed for Virginians. I prayed for this country. I prayed for his family, and I prayed for healing here in the state of Virginia. So we had a very, very candid conversation, and the governor admitted that he had a lot to learn about race and those type of things. And he asked for forgiveness. And I believe in the power of redemption and the power of forgiving somebody when they reach out to you and express that to you. So I looked into his eyes, and we had a very, very deep conversation, very candid conversation. And after that meeting, I agreed to give the governor a second chance so we can move forward in Virginia. There's a lot of turmoil here in Virginia, and we really need healing. And right now, the country's watching, the world is watching everything that's transpiring here in Virginia. And I really, really would like for Virginians to come together and start working together to see how we can move Virginia in a positive direction.
Well, forgiveness is a powerful thing. And as you say, you had an opportunity that most people have not had to sit across from him and to speak about what's in his heart. And we thank you for bringing that testimony to us tonight. Mr. Boyd, thank you very much. We'll see what happens next.